Choice has responded, and the Australian sunscreen saga continues. To recap, Choice tested sunscreens. Some came back with a lower SPF than listed on the tube. The sunscreen that had the lowest finding was ultraviolet, with an SPF of 4 despite claiming 50+. Ultraviolet then refuted the claims and did their own testing, which resulted in them finding that their product did indeed have an SPF of 50+. They asked for more information on the testing from Choice and raised concerns about how the sunscreen was decanted because this could have affected the sunscreen. And now Choice has replied and they've doubled down. They said that all the sunscreens were tested in a TGA accredited lab, which we already knew, and that all the sunscreens except the 2 with the highest results underwent a 10-person panel test. They also said that the secondary lab where they sent the ultraviolet sunscreen to in Germany for additional testing was undertaken on another 5-person panel test. Now, we also got information on the decanting. So the sunscreen was decanted for blind testing purposes, and this was to minimize any bias going on. They then placed it into amber glass jars, labelled and transported the sunscreen in accordance with the strict instructions provided to them by the TGA accredited lab. Amber jars limit the sunscreen being impacted by UV and are less reactive than plastic. The samples were then transported to a TGA-approved lab in under an hour, and the sunscreen that was sent to Germany was done in accordance to the strict instructions provided to Choice by sunscreen experts. They also went into their tightly controlled and consistent process of testing for product application, solar stimulation, and the reading of results. So where does this leave us? Well, Choice is standing by their findings, and they say that they don't think it's acceptable to rely on the test results provided by suppliers. So now they're asking the TGA to independently test the sunscreens that failed their tests.